So, yep, things work, but they don't work. Sorry, had to cough then. So, I don't know what's going on. I just was dealing with tech support for an hour to make my stream actually work. So, tunes. Okay, I need also the lights on here as well. Crap, 1 second. Uh, tunes don't exist this stream. The intro tunes don't exist this stream because, well, I just couldn't figure out how to set that up. So, we're stuck with what we got right now, and it's not too good. I'm gonna hone out some more details soon, but I needed to get on and just do something today. So, trying to figure out a place to put the disco ball. It can go up here on top of the random printer in the background again. There we go. All right, black. We're good. Something like that. I don't know. Face cam. Whoa. Yep, that's popping up, right? I think it's popping up. Yep, okay, we're here. Cool beans, cool beans. So, we are drawing popular fiction, media, all that stuff kind of characters today. I'm going to start with a image of Jim Carrey's role in the movie The Mask. Facecam's in here, I have to look right here. So, I'm going to find a I guess a reference to it, and we're gonna get drawn. Cause yeah, that's what's going down. And my charging cable ain't long enough. Oh no. It was realistically not the smart idea to do a live stream today because, oh, lovely. A lot of things went wrong while trying to set this up. Like, a lot of things. So, huzzah. I love internet support. I don't have any plugs down here to charge my phone. I really am prepared for this. Whatever, we're fine. Okay, here we go. I usually have the reference next to me when I do the art for, reference purposes, but, I guess we're gonna have to, oh no, that works. In some weird way, I had to just spin around and it works. And so, boom. So now music works, that is, Hollow Knight OST. Cool. Alright. So that's the tunes for the stream. We got Hollow Knight's OST because, well, till I figure out how to do, till I figure out how to work on, like, actual, other stuff. This is what we're gonna deal with for now, so we're gonna do a 1000 by 1000 pixel thing. Okay, that's even loud in my ears. Okay. Just, if everything works, everything works. I'm not gonna mess with it because it took too long to set this up. So, we're finally here. The idea for why I did this kind of stream today is, actually funny because I was at a, job, and the job was super dead that night. We had nothing to do. Like, all the tasks were completed for the lists and whatnot. So, me and my coworkers all just started drawing on, chip boxes. So, yeah, we were all just drawing on chip boxes, and, I drew the mask. And I was like, wait a minute, this is kind of funny. And I was like, wait a minute, I could do a stream about this. So, that is kind of just the concept of what we're going off of today. I don't usually draw humans, so the idea, in fact, of a character being humanoid is going to be interesting nonetheless. But, might as well just try to jump into it, I think, right? So yeah, let's go. I don't know. I forgot how nice the drawing tablet actually is because it has the thickness, so you could like really apply more quote unquote ink when you need. Forgot about that. That's very nice. But this stream is going to follow just a simple pattern of whatever of I'm gonna draw some things, then I'm gonna take suggestions, and then we're just gonna see how long it goes. Because yeah, that's how I like doing these drawing streams. I feel like I need to have the foundation of actually I'm gonna make sure that this looks good on my phone first. I haven't seen how this looks yet, and I hope that it doesn't look like garbage. So how this looks yet, and I hope that it doesn't look like garbage. So okay, I don't think the music is loud enough. That's the issue. So there we go. You have my voice, kind of just like this. And now, if I zoom into the screen on my phone, is it not picking it up? Is it not? No. Okay, it is. It is. Gotcha. Gotcha. Good. 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 We're gonna turn it down just a little bit so you can hear me, you know, louder than the music. Okay. I was like, is it not picking up? My phone was just on mute when I was asking that. I was just like, I don't know. Blah. For some reason, whenever I try to do these live streams nowadays, every single time I have a thing called the Killer NIC, which is like a thing for internet connections, whatever, like, that very much allows me to stream. Killer NIC just, for some reason, like, crashes and has to be, like, completely re-downloaded, which messes with my computer's drivers. And then I, like, wonder, oh, hey, maybe this isn't the driver's fault, maybe it's the internet fault, so I have to go to the internet people and ask, hey, internet, why are you doing the mess-ups and all that stuff. So, streaming has just slowly become so difficult to actually, like, pull off. But, I mean, I definitely like streaming. I really like streaming. But freaking sucks when everything breaks. I don't know. But it's all good, it's all good. Okay. Is the disco ball too loud? I could turn that off. I did hear it in the actual when I was viewing my stream. It sounded kind of loud. I might turn off the disco ball. I'm not gonna lie. This is a bit loud. Yeah. I think that's actually quite fair. I think I did the mouth quite fine, all things considered. That's good, that's good. I think I should be making his mouth a little bit different color, but we're not different color right now. We're looking at details. Those need to be larger. These are the cartoon chompers, not these weak little munchers. It goes down to about right here usually, I believe. Yeah, that's the cartoon chompers. There we go, that's much better for the size of the mouth there. I think I added an extra tooth, but I don't think I care that much. That looks fine. Okay, I like where this is going, actually. It looks kind of nice. But usually I don't really do that good with, like, human qualities on drawings, but I think that it's quite alright so far, actually. Okay, hold on. Whoa, whoa, whoa. This looks not bad. Oh, now it's time for the nose. The nose knows the issues with this, though. You know no boundaries until you have to draw a nose. Then you knows your boundaries. Okay. So this seems to be like a second dimple line as well, like right here. That kind of like goes right up to the nostril. That's right about here. So we're gonna draw the initial nostril right here. Just the initial one. This is kind of like the divot of the nose that goes like this and curls on the inside. Oh my god! Those who knows the nose whose knows. What? Again, we have a little bit of a dark nostril portion right there. Good stuff. Then have it go up like this. I really need to schedule my streams better because I don't know. I need to time this stuff. This looks awful. This looks awful. Maybe even it comes down to like where I did that little nibit, the corner that curls up. This part of the nose, I feel like that part looks pretty bad. Like that, I feel is almost better than this. Yeah, because there's not exactly a part on this side of the nose. It's more like a dark shadow with the greens that will come in when we do color. My brain is 100% working today, trust. No problem, no problem. I feel like I just, for better, like, timing of my channel, I need to do better. I need to make more content. Blah, 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 blah. So hold on, his eye looks like it's this entire part, but it's not. Realistically, it's this part, but he has some eyeshadow. That's the difference it's making. So like this, and then I feel like his forehead is too big, or his mouth is too small. This isn't exactly sizably accurate Jim Carrey mask. What we can do, we can redo the nose, I think. Follow a curve, and that curve goes up like this. So it's kind of like a... It doesn't curve down that fast, though. This goes almost to the corner of his face. This. Okay, now it looks a little more like skeletal, which is kind of, I think, what the point we're going for. And I think we need to add like its own level of color into the eye here. Because currently it's this... Actually, that doesn't look bad. This looks like one of these like coloring stencils I'd find on like Pinterest 13 years ago. This music's sad. Why is this music so sad? Holy moly. Did I totally switch it back to Terraria? I think I do, or something. I'd hate to use Risk of Rain for like the 500th time in a row, but... What's good streaming music? This is so, like, bogging me down here. We go with Ultra Kill. Ultra Kill's fine. Yeah. Ultra Kill's loud. It'll keep me awake. I don't know. Oh hey, another person's here. Welcome to the stream. Hope you're having a great day so far. Hope the stream can and will make it better. Block and oh, I just bit my freaking my pencil. I'm drawing fictitious characters today on the stream, and just say whichever one you want me to draw, and I'll do that one next. Currently, this is The Mask, Jim Carrey. Oh, wait, I can zoom in so much more. Oh my god, that's actually so powerful. I'm able to zoom in, like, a lot more. That's really good. I can actually get a lot of the details now. Oh my god, I didn't think my phone could do that. I don't know why I didn't think my phone could do that. It's a phone, but, like, I didn't think I'd be able to do that. Why does rotate and zoom keep coming up? Why are you here? There we go. Why do you keep showing up? Why? Oh wait, am I? It's probably a mouse. It's a button on my side of my thing because I have keybind buttons that can click into different settings. It's probably one of those ones because I'm resting my hand on the side of my on the side of the device. Hello and welcome to the stream. Hope your day is going great so far. Alright. We're gonna have to add like a couple more wrinkles, or what do we even add here? Like eyelid maybe? I don't know, this is kinda going off script of the actual image, but yeah, sometimes you have to go off script, right? Here's this eye. Small little dot of light right here, which we're gonna do by doing that and this. There we go. Alright, alright. Now, shadowing. It's really around the eye itself that needs the shadowing here. I feel like I under-illustrated how thick this eyebrow has to be. This eyebrow has to be pretty thick here. Or, that's not... He doesn't even have eyebrows. Oh my god, I just realized. It's just kind of like his forehead folds. Ew. Oh my god, I never noticed how that's just that. I thought he had eyebrows. He doesn't. Okay, the music should start kicking in just a second here. It's the Ultra Kill playlist, so, it takes a hot minute to do that kind of stuff. I think we're gonna have to move the hat down. Oh, that eye looks wrong, actually. Why does it look wrong? Because this is so round. That's the issue. Let's fix it by fixing up this one. Yep, this eye does not need to be that round. Symmetry, my friend. That looks too flat. We need to have like a rounded way to do this. This part just seems like too much because there's like a shadow here. You know, this eye is just because it's like too correctly shaped, maybe? I don't know. Whatever. Use our own version of the mask if you need to be correct. Or like comic book accurate by any extension. He just has to be the mask, you know? Alright. Ooh, that looks bad. Not that bad. Go back a little bit. There we go. Okay, so how do we fix this up? It kind of starts right here by the eyebrow, like this, and then creeps up and it kind of just does this. It looks really weird, but it goes into the hat, which maybe we can actually fix. Hold on, we can fix this. By doing a lot of erasing on this top area and just fixing it up that way. I think we shrink it up even more, honestly. Well, you know what? This eye looks wrong. I think that just comes from how it's, like, then, like, this part's, like, the rest of the eye. I think it's simply how I'm viewing the size of the eye versus the other size of the other one. I think it's just the socket is different. Because it's on left and right side of face. So it looks weird, but it's not that weird. all things considered, I think that we are fine here. It looks a little scuffed, but I mean, hey, you can't have it all, right? Something like that. Bazinga. Okay. Hello, welcome to the stream. Hope you're having a great day so far. We're drawing fictitious characters today. If you want me to draw any character from your favorite form of fiction, put them down in the chat, and I will be doing that after I do the mask here. We're gonna do like, I think probably 3 of these maybe, so I don't know, depending on how long this takes, because obviously detail is the biggest enemy of the stream here. We have to do the fingies. There's his fingers on his hat here. The hat starts to go up, and then boom, we have a finger right here. That would be the thumb. Ew, 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 I don't like how skinny the thumb is. It has to be fatter. It has to be muy grande, the thumb. This part has to line up with this part, I just realized. So we can do it like this, I believe. Suspend your disbelief, the hat's fine. It looks a little funky, but you know what? It's a cartoon character anyway, it's the mask, it doesn't matter. It can afford to be goofy, it can afford to look bad. Is this already Cerberus? Oh my god, we're already at Cerberus. The song in the Ultra Kill playlist. That's crazy. I didn't think that we'd already be at Cerberus. Yeah, I'm gonna change a thing real quick. Here we go. Just a minor tweak to the stream there. So we go down a little bit more, and then the hand kind of has this part, and like that. No, that looks really bad. That looks really bad. That looks just, you know, irreversibly damaged, so we just change it. We erase it, we change it. Why does his hand have to be such a weird shape here? I suppose this makes more sense if you like know the image I'm referring to. But I mean, it looks good. It looks fine. Alright. Maybe thicken this part up a little bit. Dude, this does not look bad. All things considered, it does not look bad. Trying to think of like other things to talk about. Not much going to my mind right now. This has to go a little bit more. Nope, the hat cannot shrink that early. Now about right here, that's more appropriate for the hat to shrink a little bit more right here, so... There we go. Alright, hold on. There we go. Good. using my tools to my advantage there. Little fill tool, a little cheeky fill tool. A little rough around the edges there. Alright. We're getting close to the coloring phase here, I believe. Oh yeah, a little music thing, you know. Yeah, I finally set that up. It was an interesting plugin. It's a third-party YouTube music extension. Connected to my Google account so we don't get advertisements, but it can showcase the tunes, which is quite nice. I don't want to do like the whole character or anything, so I want to like find a way to like kind of have like a him here, cut it off right here or something. So like I only have like the top part of like his dress coat. That yellow is so rambunctious. It's so like fitting with the character design itself. So I don't really know here. I think we could probably afford to do it like fold it down like this. Like that. And this can be shuffled. This is the bass soundtrack. So after this one, we're gonna hear A Shattered Illusion, then Complete Utter Destruction of the Senses, which I'm gonna skip that one because it is quite disruptive of a track. It is quite disruptive. I can shuffle it though, but I didn't make this playlist, so as songs go, I want to make sure that they're like the correct ones in the order, because I don't want it to just play like some random songs, because it could do that, and I don't want that. Ah, the color wheel. There we go. Got rid of my color wheel for a minute there. Do a bit of that. Okay, how much is this going off with here? Am I cutting it right here, or am I not cutting it right here? I feel like I gotta, cause I gotta. We're gonna just do a big old line, just to like say, hey, this is where you are not drawing past. This is our line that we do not cross when we draw Jim Carrey the mask. It's a bit curved on that side, but it doesn't matter to me. It's fine. And you know, if this is the only thing I draw today, then that's fine by me. I don't really care. The important thing is getting on and saying stuff to the world. That's the important part. Getting online and doing anything here. Videos have been slow recently. I don't know. I don't really have an excuse for that, but at the same time, womp womp, I don't really know. There we go, there's that. The image itself that I'm working off of here does cut off, so I think having my own natural cutoff point is a good idea. We can probably correct this part of the Hold on. We actually lined this up pretty well. Okay. We lined that up very well. Wow. I think this part of the head's gonna look better when it comes to shading. It looks kind of stupid right now, but I mean, like, what do you do about that? Nothing. And we're deleting complete utter destruction because this song is literally just sound. Noise pollution. We'll do skip to Castlevania. There we go. That sounds in the name, yeah, but I'm drawing. I don't need my senses to be mauled in half. Exactly. Yeah. The hand is really the hardest part, I think, here. I'm not gonna lie. I think once we get the color out in the face, none of its uncanny features will look like my fault uncanny. It'll just be like, you know, the character design itself being a little uncanny. I feel like it's gonna get down to that point soon here. I watched a speed paint of a guy doing a speed paint yesterday, and he did a really interesting shading method I might try to implement or like replicate. The account's name was Darren Gloy. He is responsible for one of my favorite analog horrors, Vita Carnus. I watched one of his speed paints where he used a very light shaded that's not right. This handkerchief should be connected here. But okay. I watched a Darren Croy speed paint where it was kind of like an interesting. He did it in such a strange way. It was like a really low opacity and just kind of like stroked across the scene of it. And obviously his characters are very fleshy and monstery, but I feel like something like that could be implemented into a different style as well. Not exactly going to steal the method of him doing his art, but I feel like I could try out the shading methods today. Use this as an excuse to learn how to draw a little more. This is a big dub already because I'm not usually good at drawing human anatomy. And like the bust of a human, like the chest and whatnot, is easier to draw, I'd say, but the faces I'm usually really crappy at drawing. So I'm kind of glad that I was able to get the quality I did right now. No, so I might just be evolving better as well. Hey, put on the mask. Ooh. It's gonna look like crap when I remove this, isn't it? Yeah, it is. We're gonna have to figure something out when we get to that point. I think we could start working in color. I don't think that would hurt us to start working in color. I'm gonna start with the eyes. So. I won't do my classic, I won't do the classic high eye as I usually do, because I want to actually give a bit of like a respect to the role in this movie. Because his eyes are in shadow. Yeah, I thought for a minute there that his eyes were not just pure black, but I guess they are. I thought there was like a brown like stripe in it, but not really, I guess, so. It is what it is. This could either be the best part of the stream or the worst part of the stream. High eyes, my artist trademark. I'd say when drawing faces generally. When it comes to art that I actually do want to give like a bit of a respect to, like this, because this is one of my favorite comedy films. I want to give it a little more gusto, a little more respect. But I am totally willing to not just closing stream after I draw this, because that'd be a bum maneuver of me just to end stream. Ooh, that's spooky. That's scary. Alright. We'll do the hat. I'm a little scared to jump right into the face. Ow, my face. I need to go for this. That's a big enough color, I'd say. This feels more green almost, doesn't it? There we go. Already at the end of the Limbo soundtrack. Yeah. Versus is just about to end here, yeah. Crazy. Hello, third person. Welcome to the stream. Hope your day is going good so far. I'm drawing some characters from popular fiction. We're starting off with Jim Carrey's The Mask. If you have any suggestions, pop them down in the chat. I plan on doing more than just one of these today, even though I am taking 52 minutes for the outline. Yikes. Alright. So then on the image there's like a bit of like a dark part with shadowing, like right here. Just like a small dark part right here. I think I can even try and make it a little bit darker, do like a bit of shading, do a bit of like a strange shading over here. Like that. Oh hey, how you doing? Welcome to the stream. We're doing the guy. His eye looks a little strange, but I think it's because I need to color this part in the face. How do? A bit of an explanation to why it looks kind of bum right now. So we're gonna. It's more yellow usually. I need to change the brightness of it. Yes. Yes. Even that color alone looks better than it did before, so oh, man. Smaller brush size like this. Just to cover the surface area. We have to go and do more shading ourselves. Some of these parts. As it currently stands, looking fine and dandy. Or I could draw a Breaking Bad caricature. Now that is quite endearing. The mask next to Jesse Lankman. Do like that one, the one caricature who did the Breaking Bad cast. That was really weird. I'd imagine like it's the live action Scooby-Doo movies when like Scrappy-Doo jumps out of the suit and it's just like that's what you are. You're like the Scrappy-Doo. The Scrappy suit. This is just going to be a difficult process of layering the shading, I think. Because already you can see a small difference in the hue. Like right here, you can see that there is a slow color spectrum difference. And overall, it looks quite alright. Let's see. Just darken the outside of it so it can look better for me. Yeah, okay, we can do this. Increase it by 1. This is the best song in the game. Oh my god, I love this song. Requiem is my favorite song from the Ultra Pro playlist. The Requiem motif is just so strong. Alright, that looks a little scuffed, but you know what? We're gonna have to go with that, I think. I'm still not very happy about the underside of the hat. There is a bit of color differences, but it's kind of a laggy image. It looks almost green, but I'm like hella colorblind. So I don't know. I might just be talking out of my bum with that one. The screen has to be kind of like a desaturated almost. Like, take this and saturate it a little. This color? Not quite. Like, this color? More like it. It's fair enough. God, this song's awesome. His nose isn't right. That's an issue. With the overall drawing, his nose ain't done correctly. Mask or V1? Mask. Canonically, I feel like V1 doesn't stand a chance against the Mask. V1 needs blood, right? Mask is a cartoon character, and he could give as much blood to V1 as he wants, but it'd be purely for the Mask's entertainment, I feel. Especially depending on the Mask's, the host of the Mask. If you got the guy at the end of the movie who's like that evil guy who spits all the bullets out and whatnot, like, that guy could just have a field day with V1. Just mess around with him a bunch. This gets into the popular dilemma of cartoon fiction. Like cartoon power scaling and whatnot. That gets into that stuff, which I feel like I'm gonna get slimed out if I mention any more about cartoon power scaling, because some people take that really seriously. I, however, do not. I don't care. Oh god, Requiem motif. Oh yeah. Look at that shading. That doesn't look that bad. I mean, his nose just looks so. There's much more like 3D to his nose, to his schnoz in the actual thing. I think that if I do like follow it, maybe I could emulate a little bit more of that 3D schnozzer, but I don't think I can. Alas, I'm not that good at doing art stuff yet. Mechanic Betrayer? Yeah. It sounds like a song that would fit in the Splatoon. I don't know why. You're the one with the Splatoon knowledge. Does that sound about right? I don't know why. I feel like out of all the Ultra Kill Act 1 songs that fit in the Splatoon scene, this one would be up there on that list. God, this is also a really funky song. Yeah. I feel like all the fast pace that really that could like fit really well with like a ink gun, whatever they use. Alright, hold on, okay. We're getting a little more of that shading in on his face. I feel like it has to be brighter though, so we have to push for like a bit of a lighter gradient. Don't characters that people like. That is fair. Metal part, yeah. We have to get a higher color. We have to get a lighter color in here. Like, I mean, we didn't really emulate the 3D schnozzers like I was going for there, and so it looks a little bit kind of bad. But I mean, Oh right, dude! I forgot this absolute goated wallpaper. We were just like looking through like Pinterest the other day. Like you know, Pinterest, everyone knows that for like great media. I got this absolute sick wallpaper, bro. Got this amazing wallpaper. Got that, you know, when pigs fly. Oh yeah, when pigs fly wallpaper. Godly wallpaper right there. I'm scared to see what people think about that. It's so silly. I don't know why. When the B hits, I for some reason just feel like I think of Splatoon. Oh, this will be hard to technique to make a good book. Oh, Bob, you're here. I read your comment. I didn't read your username there. Hi, Bob. Welcome to the rolling stream. Glad you came in. Emulate a darker. I don't know how to emulate this. Is that just how it's gonna be? I'm not too sure. I don't think they would plan Death Odyssey before. Because this is still, yeah, this is still the Lust Layer. So I don't think Lust Layer planned when they were thinking about Wrath, but I mean, maybe. Staring into my very being. Honestly, I'm looking at it on the stream preview on my other monitor right now. That does not look nearly as bad as I thought it did. When you're looking straight at it, when you're drawing it, it looks like different from how it actually could be perceived in physical form. The physical form of the art looks quite snarpy. Snarpy, I mean snappy. I don't know. I think. Yes. I think. Therefore, I am. The issue is this eye looks goofy. The eyes are differently sized, so it looks kind of chunky. It looks strange. It needs to be different. How it needs to be different is the issue because, well, God, that's weird. Like, there's so many inconspicuous, like, not inconspicuous, I don't know what I'm trying to say. There's so many errors with it just by default that I think I'm going to have to work real hard at just, like... If I'm zoomed in, it's hard to tell. The zooming in looks really good. The zooming in looks really good, I think, but when you zoom out, it's just like, oh, that looks a little funny. Which I don't think there's an issue with that. I'm not going for accuracy here. I'm just going for the sheer fun of it all. The game. The fun of the game. Like, it's not horribly done, and the shading that I'm going to be doing with this is going to prove that it can be good even if it's not fully accurate. I feel like I can portray a good level of work put into this. What is this one called? Oh yeah, In the Presence of a King. This is the corridor in Minos, Curse of Minos. Does this have Minos' theme in it as well? Like the boss, like the dead body thing? Forgot about that one. No, if you're not confident with your art skills, just layer a bunch of colors down like this. And eventually, over the course of time as you work on it, it'll look like you shaded it without even intentionally shading it, if that is what you're going for. Because now, just like that, we got these two eye sockets that look quite dark. Cold winds and smile staircase. Okay. EA's taking actions against the skids. Yes, I have seen that. At first, the modding community thought they were banning mods, but no. Oh, okay. I didn't know that actually. I didn't know the full scale of that. I've not been in on Garden Warfare 2 stuff in a long time. Honestly, when the skids got really bad after the 10-year stream, I kind of just stopped playing the game altogether. I played it a couple times in between this point, but yes, the game will be finally in a playable state. It is a playable state. It always was a playable state, but you were just at risk of getting your account pretty much deleted by a bunch of By a bunch of father failures, we're gonna call them. You know, actually, I have a better nickname for them, not just skids. We should call them PVZ Heroes Spadao Mains. If you don't know, Heroes right now the meta is horrendous. And here's the funny thing: I would be doing more Heroes content, streams, videos, things like that. Because if we're thinking YouTube wise, when it comes to editing and making videos, oh my God, we have a lot of people here. Hello. Okay, this is good. This is good stuff. I have not seen this much action here in recent times. Hello, everyone. Welcome to what I do. that's a way to introduce myself. I would, as I was saying, back to the PvZ Heroes stuff, I would be doing a couple more PvZ Heroes things with my time right now, but the issue is, I now have a full account, like an account with all the cards, all the heroes, all that stuff, so I can actually finally start, you know, playing the game at its fullest extent or whatever. But the small issue with that is, Gabriel is talking to the community manager about Mozart. Okay, Mozart. Oh, really? Gabriel's in on this. Okay. Let's go. We got Big Gabe. Why are all the goated characters in fiction named Gabe? We got Gabe Newell, Gabriel TM. That's awesome. Oh, I probably should have done this on a separate layer. Whatever, we're gonna have to move to a different layer for the rest of this game texture toning. Just want to peep in and say hi. Nice art. Thank you. Welcome to the stream. I do want to do a couple other characters today, but I really don't know how long this is gonna take me. So I don't want to make any false promises saying I'm here all night doing art every single day, or whatever. Like, because that's not the case. But as I was saying about the hero stuff, I finally have all the cards. Finally have everything and all that stuff. I went to go play it a few days back in a call with some people. Actually, this was yesterday this happened. I got an advertisement that left my jaw dropping on the floorboards at how wild Google Play would let something like that on their store. So, I am not playing Heroes on stream until I can buy like a little like Google gift card and just like make a $2 purchase on the game, because it is genuinely like diabolical what they allow on Google Play. Horrendous what they allow on Google Play. And maybe there's no viruses in their games. That's good. Yay! Awesome. That's a step in the right direction, except for the fact that. Thank you. I hope you have a blessed day as well. Alright. So now, this looks not like bad, but not like good. I don't know how to say it. I think it genuinely just comes down to the shading of things. For how lame this one is in the tracks and music. This one's just like, oh, there we go. This one's also another really great one for the soundtrack. It's Glory. Also, when it comes to doing content, you really said, "Oh, we were playing seriously." Yeah. When it comes to people who miss the streams and stuff. Oh, shameless plug! The small YouTuber wants people to know that he does stuff. On my Discord channel, I do time lapses of these art streams, comprised of all the drawings I do, separately chunked up into a small video for the people who do miss the streams. Oh, shameless plug! I'm gonna leave and unsupport the YouTuber! No, yeah, whatever. Just want to mention that I do have that. I'm pretty sure, unless I changed it, it should be in the description of this, I think. I don't know. I always send the link at the end of the stream. And I used to have it pinned, but then YouTube changed a ton of weird things about how you stream now, and it messed a lot of my mojo up with how I do my content. So I had to reshape the entire YouTube streaming scheme. And before every single stream, for some reason, my internet just likes to go kaput. I had mentioned an hour before I started streaming on my server that, alright, I'm going live today, drawing everyone's favorite little fictional characters from media and whatnot. I hop on my computer, make the thumbnail, and I do a test stream to make sure that, you know, YouTube works, all that stuff. And my OBS gives me, like, nothing. It gives me, like 100 kilobytes per second streaming, which, as a reference, I'm currently running at 51,000 kilobytes per second. So, YouTube kind of was just kaputting. I had to figure out that whole issue earlier today, and it's so infuriating because it's like a mix between my hardware and a mix between, other stuff. Enjoy the voice? Oh my gosh. Why are y'all doing a cult something in my chat? How bad? I have to make this a little bit lighter. Oh, that's a good color. That's a good color. That's a good color. A little bit too deep green. It's not desaturated enough, but we need to have a natural color into here because it's supposed to be black up here, so it has to like blend into there. This doesn't look bad zoomed in. I probably should have been doing this on the other side as well, as it's been going. This is Divine Intervention. Yes, this song is great. I will switch it to Ultra Kill Act 2. Forgot the name of it. I will Imperfect Hatred. I will switch to Imperfect Hatred after this. If people want a different video game, non-copyright, whatever kind of music to put on, throw your recommendations down. I have been listening to Risk of Rain, Terraria, Garden Warfare, and these ones way too much in my streams recently. So if you guys got some good suggestions, pop them down. I will put them on. Of course, you're right, free. Keep that in mind. I'm not in the mood to get lost with it. The villain arc is in 5 years. Jeepers Creepers. Are you referring to mine or yours? I hope I don't do that. There's the good difference right there. Okay, hold on. I take it the void was pleasant. Rather abstracted. Hold on. Guys, that shading, it's choppy, yes, but I mean, sorry, I scratched my arm and I put my hand right into the camera there. The shading there is not horrible. Put my hand right in the camera. I just saw that preview. Yeah, it's a choppy art style, yes, but like, I think, what I do with my other art is I duplicate the tab, I copy and paste it on top of it, and then I do a Gaussian blur, and Gaussian blur kind of makes it almost blend. It's almost like a free blend, almost. I can also do Smudge Tool with Paint.net's plugins. Because I'm a little hacker when it comes to my digital art. I have plugins that help me with things, yeah. Do this. Because really, like, and then it goes down to this part. This part's literally all dark, by the way. Like, I could shade this more, but, like, This part literally just springs into here. And that's like the side of his face. Maybe a little bit more dark in the corners and things, but other than that, that is literally. And now we are done with this soundtrack. This is The Fire's Gone for the music box, so it's this. It's sad. So, Imperfect Hatred, Dune Eternal. There we go. Sweet, dudes. Sweet. This is looking fantastical. God, I'd hate to just draw only one of these, but like, I mean, hey, whatever, right? Am I too off camera? I feel like I am. My webcam doesn't go any further to the side of my desk here because of the length of the cables, so I have to keep that in mind when I do this kind of stuff. Getting a call from Sweetwater, which is my music company thing, so be right with that. Yes, order confirmations, my beloved. Kind of weird that they would call, but hey, whatever. Nose is a little bit too green, but you know what? That's because we're gonna say that's the lighting. I just pick the box. Yeah, okay. We're gonna move to another layer because doing these in separate chunks is definitely a good way to sort this stuff out. Does this drawing go all the way up here? Hold on, I underestimated the jawline. Crap. That'd be the first layer right here? No, that would be so it'd be right here. No. Where's his layers? Oh, the top layer then, right? Yeah, there we go. This jawline goes way further up than I thought. Wait. Oh, hold on. I'm weird. I don't know what I'm doing here. I think I made a mistake, but it's fixable. This part's supposed to be like a greener part, but it looks like it's supposed to go way up higher. So, like, with that in mind, this chunk is supposed to be even darker than that one. This is Santa Tide. Now we're getting back to the light land. So now that head shading stuff is out of the way, I'm thinking about doing a song mashup involving Santa Tide. What songs did you mash it up with Santa Tide to make? Are you talking like sample chopping or like overlaying? Getting very invested in musical equipment recently, so on this part. I got to take the color from this first layer. No, do this layer. There we go. And Castle Crashers Industrialist. May have. So I have to look that up and see how detailed it is, but I'm totally down. I wanted to kind of keep this to movie characters this stream, but I mean, I can draw whatever. Doesn't matter. Need to keep the color. Just a bit like, I want to start doing themed drawing streams. You know? Well, part of the reason how it is because I don't know how to do stuff. I know nothing about it. Music is extremely complicated. Like, my friends are actually, like, they make music. They know how to make music. They've done actual released albums on streaming services and whatnot. They open up FL Studio and I lose all my brain cells. And it is such a cool way to lose my brain cells. But, it definitely hurts. Follow the screen, turn on, please. No, not this one. No, where'd my reference go? No, wait a minute. Okay, there it is. I thought my reference disappeared from it. I'm like, ah! I do think that his, like, face just gets wider right here. Like, it's darker, and then it kind of has just this chunk right here that has this light look. The thing about gauze and blurs, and why I'm so confident that it's gonna end up looking good, is because the gauze and blur takes the similar colors and just kind of, like, bends the lines a little, makes it work. So the fact that these colors are all relatively, like, you know, the same color? Yeah, I don't know. Here, we'll do a quick demonstration, actually, with gauge and blur. So, say I wanted his cheek to be, like, glowing white a little bit. We're gonna make a new layer for this, and we're gonna go to our white, and then we just have, like, this, right? Like that. Obviously, his face doesn't glow like this, but then we go up to blurs and gauze and blur, and obviously it looks like that right now, but if you expand it, it kind of just fades in with the colors. So with all the greens together, if I make a second layer and kind of have it faded over itself, it will blend in quite well. That's just a quick drawing tool tip, whatever you want to call it. Drawing tips with Moloch. Wow. So yeah, that would just be a small tip for any people who are getting into art stuff. I highly recommend Paint.net. I mean, I know so many other people use stuff like Krita and things like that. Personally, as one who has used most of these services, I do think Paint.net just provides the most modability. Like, straight up, you're able to like have so many different plugins and tools and things. Like, I could do outlines for free. I don't know if there's like a different like thing with different softwares and whatnot. This looks weird. It doesn't look good. It looks strange. It's because this part doesn't fade in proper. Oh, because the nose is on its own separate layer. Oh, that's why. Now his mouth kind of just follows the same principle of it being very light, but we have to kind of start from this nose color right here. There we go. Going back to the whole music stuff, going back to how that music thing, don't talk about my art that way. I mean, I don't want to be too boastful. That's the issue. If something has a problem, I do want to point it out and not just like put a "you tried" sticker on it. I don't want to just be like, "Hey, you did it. You tried, and you achieved something." It has to be good. That's the thing. So. In fact, I'm going to use a little bit of Gaussian blur right now, I think. If I can do this properly, maybe this looks good. Hold on. It looked a little strange without the rest of Gaussian blur working, but just like that, his face, look at these differences in colors. It may be hard to really notice it, but I see at least 1, 2, 3, 4... Like, there is a difference in those colors right up there. So, that's what Gaussian Blur's magic is. It's able to do magic like that. Take this color, and say take this color. Is this already dual? Dual prize? Alright, sweet. We got another V2 song. We're about to listen to the entirety of Ultra Kill's music while just drawing Jim Carrey. That's how much time I'm putting into this. Big yikes. I should really figure out some other ways to do this. Imagine learning this on like an actual guitar or something. That'd be sick. It looks trapped. His eyes look really bad, actually. I mean, all the shading I've done now, I'm not going back. In comparison to what I'm capable of, this is pretty bad. And obviously the shading and, like, you know, I spent 50 minutes on the liner alone. Like, it looks good for that measure, but, like, how good of a measure really is that? I'd be really happy to get done with this green part, like, really soon here. Because I would not hate not having to draw any more green textures. Obviously the suit will have its own challenges, and the hands are going to be, like, humanly impossible for me to draw, because I hate drawing hands, but... Peter tends to be a silly fellow when it comes to the alcohol music, so maybe he'll keep stuff off of the for you. Someone said the previous absence. Yeah, I'm not sure how that whole system works on YouTube. The people with the little numbers next to the names. This would be the movie The Mask, starring in Jim Carrey, from out in the 80s, I do believe. It is a movie in which a banker, accountant guy, with a very monotonous, boring life, finds a mask, and the mask kind of takes your personality traits as a human and, like, exemplifies them by a lot. So he gets this green mask, and he just goes absolutely kooky, doing all sorts of funny stuff around town. It's a very 80s pilled film. I'm very silent. I am very silent. I'm picking up the audio quite fine on my end. I would imagine I'd be the one who's silent. I don't know. I'm kind of quiet maybe, but, like, I'm not trying to be too loud. I'm not trying to scare away people here with my bold, brilliant, bezazzling voice. At near maximum volume and I'm quiet. Well, quite frankly, I think in conjunction, I think that is not so much my fault. I mean, I'm looking at, like, the graphs as I'm speaking and whatnot, and the music shows, like, about minus 24, minus 30 dB, usually at its peak, and my voice is minus 18, usually. I don't know, I might be a little bit quiet, but I could try to speak up just a little bit if that makes a difference for y'all. I don't really care, though. Ooh, Deep Blue, this is the good saxophone song. Yeah. Ooh, I like the song. Okay, that's a message from a friend. Okay, I could join that call later. Engineer, GW2, something like that. It needs to be lighter here. Like so. Maybe not that light. That light kind of interrupts it. Yeah, like that. That's good. That's good. So now you must become Chatterblock. It probably wouldn't hurt to talk more. You know, it'd probably attract more people to have more conversations. And then I think YouTube works on the system. If, like, the more chat messages you have, the more viewers it gives it to, and the more viewers it gives it to, the more potential views you get. All that jambling. But it's kind of like, for that hypothesis to be correct, it's kind of a two-way street where I have to have something to talk about, and usually the chat would be responsible for those topics. I don't know much about like the scientific way of maximizing YouTube profits, because clearly clearly my channel would be a little bit different if I did. I don't really care though. I never was in this for the big bold concept of, oh my god, you're a YouTuber. People love you for your YouTube content, because it's just kind of gross. I'd prefer to be just like me. You know, people like me as a personality, and they could join the stream, they could watch my videos, they could subscribe, they can like, they can do all that stuff. At the start, I think I was desperate because with my hypothesis of how live streams work, the more subscribers you have usually equates to the more views you get, kind of, in a sense. I think, technically, I don't really know. I think there's some border between those two that kind of makes that logical. It feels good to draw kind of like, I'm going to call this freehand even though I have the reference image on my phone right here. No pan and tilt. I don't want that. Alright. I swear to God, if you say name every single Kirby character, I'm going to take you out back and Steakhouse. Outback Steakhouse. I don't even know. You can't say anything bad on YouTube either. They won't give you an honor. So. His teeth color are interesting because it's like almost like a yellow, like it's like a bronze black color. Very much this kind of shade. So I think if I start off with this color, I think we can work off of it. So color all the chompers this bronze, yellow, nasty black color. And now go through here with like darker shades, a little, and I'm just gonna do this. I'm gonna call this the Darren Quilloy method because he kind of has these like, he very lightly brushes over these things with like low opacity brushes from what I saw, and it makes it look kind of like, oh, that's not very much Darren Quilloy. Sad face? Is that the topic to talk about? If so, alright. Sad face. The human dialect is an emotion that portrays quite unfortunate feelings. Just tell me fair type of bread. I don't want to try. Fair type of bread? Sourdough. Toasted sourdough. Or Italian baguettes. Italian baguettes are also pretty strong. Hello, CJ Smith. I don't think I've seen your username or reviews. Welcome to the stream. I hope I can make your day better. And welcome. And block. Just doing some content here. Drawing things and whatnot from people's popular favorite cartoon kind of things. I think they made a mask cartoon as well, but I don't think it did nearly as successful. I think they tried to go much further with this IP than it really could, and it ended up kind of crapping itself. They made a second movie without Jim Carrey in it, and then it like was really bad. Like, I don't even think I've seen it. It was really bad. My favorite type of bread? I said it was toasted sourdough, my man. Say why? Sourdough doesn't make me feel like I'm just eating pure carbs. It makes me feel like I'm eating something with a little bit of flavor, I guess, if I had to be a reasoning. Oh god, that sounds caught me off guard. Oh man, I don't like that sound very much. Yeah. That is, yeah, okay, it's the Fairyman theme. That means, friggin' Death Odyssey is next. Death Odyssey is one of my favorite songs in the original soundtrack. Those teeth look good! Those teeth look good! Whoa! Whoa, that's gross! Wow! Okay! Just like Ace Ventura. Oh my god, another great role, another great movie. Now the question is, do we do... I think we do the neck first, and then by extension from the neck, because it's skin color, we would go into the hand. I think we just had to go for that way. So, make another layer right here, I guess, and, his neck here is, like, very orange, almost. It's kind of unsettling how orange his neck becomes, but... I think that's just because, like, old movie lighting. Like, it's kind of like a very orange skin color. We're just doing this as a default. That's just kind of like a work around this color. Noise. Noise, like pizza tower noise. Also, I do believe I have set up a jingle system for... Oh, maybe it doesn't work anymore, honestly, because of all the things that I had to do. There should be a jingling system for if I get a new subscriber, I'm pretty sure it pops up in the corner with a little dorky image of my character block. I do remember setting that up, but I think it probably doesn't work right now because of the amount of resets I've had to do on my side before this stream. That wouldn't surprise me if it doesn't work. His neck looks too much like leather. Just do like a layer of this and gauge and blur it so it kind of fits in, I think. See what this does. Could be lagging behind the actual rate. That part is on YouTube. That part is simply YouTube's fault. I cannot control... Okay, that looks bad. That looks really bad. Layer underneath it is the neck itself. Ooh, good song. Good song alert. Alright! Okay, alright. Not bad. Now quite possibly the hardest part of this is going to be the hands, so... I'm going to go back up to the stencil layer and see what other details we can narrow in here before we get color. That's like his wrist right here. It looks kind of weird. So this part actually looks like relative skin color. So just get this color in here first. Gotta go. Alright, Flint Lockwood. Update will be in the chat of the server when I'm done with the stream, as always. I feel like I'm just gonna be drawing this guy today, honestly. Maybe something else, but I didn't really think about how long this would take me, so, I don't know. I'm kind of getting, like, a little hungry myself, so I might just end the stream after this, because I did not eat breakfast. Oh yeah, taking care of myself every day of the week. That's a good pointer. Drink water, y'all. It's healthy. Yeah. Alright, maybe I could try and figure out how to shade this hand without the reference. Just keep it out of the way. message. See ya. Alright, see ya. Have a great day. Thanks for stopping by. It was very fun talking to you. Oh wait, just this. And I think we can work on shading more. I got that. I think honestly the last thing I can do here is just add a gauge and blur in the middle of the stand. Just to add like a little bit of pal color, like so. Boom, just like that. Dude, I am cooking right now. My goodness gravy, this is not bad. By any stretch of any imagination, this is all good. This is good stuff. Okay, so now we're gonna have to change the background color to gray. There we go. Now that it's gray, we can actually start coloring the white. Oh yeah, when the ship flips upside down in the game. Goated part. Kind of weird that it changed the energeticness of the song as soon as I turned the wallpaper to this weird gray color. Kind of neat though at the same time. So it has to almost like have the influence of it being a little yellow. I feel like not skin tone yellow. Like it has to be his yellow. I like his suit. He's got such a colorful outfit that it doesn't work well without it working. Like, you know, his colors. We could put in a little bit of this yellow in the corner like that. We go. That's a little bit of consistency right there. Well, do we have to do it with the other hand? No, we don't. We have to deal with this middle piece, this chest piece, which we're gonna get done with now. To get this whole skedaddle out of the way. Miska Muska Mickey Mouse. Actually, before I forget, I think I have to connect all the green together and make it actually look like a final thing. So, how much of this is the green? Okay. So that is the green of his face and his teeth. I think copy this layer and paste it. Then we do a blur Gaussian. And look at that. That just shades his face all together. So boom, it used to look really rough, and then if we just turn it up by 1 even. 2 I think is too much. Well, actually, no. Now, every single color has a nice fine shaded gradient feel where it's connecting itself together. And it looks nice. The hand itself, I think we could also benefit from doing a little Gaussian connection. A little bit of that Gaussian connection right here. We're going to do that. Now I have 2 hands. We go up to here. Blurs, Gaussian blur. And now you can see each color has these pixels in which it tries to blend together. It tries to stick together. And that's what we wanted to see by far. So, good stuff. Good stuff. Oh, come on. I messed up the line there. Whatever. I can go back and erase it individually. Just like this. Swoop. 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 We're going to refer back to the reference here. So there's about 1 streak that's like this. There's also a bit of a more shading experience. Albeit this part has to be more white than the other, if I drew it, it looks good. So this. This is all black and white. It's actually bad that I did it on this layer, but let's see how bad it actually is. This is neck is all good. This white part, we do a copy, we do a paste, we do a blur. Let me go back in here and fix this. Hi, how you doing? Excellent. Master on this part. Thank you, thank you. I can try and do it. So, I feel like I want to start with actually this handkerchief. This handkerchief on the side of it. I do a little bit of this and a little bit of that. And now I think this comes down to all of the suit. Which this is probably going to be, I'd say the green part was the hardest. This is probably, if not the hardest, the second hardest thing we're going to do here. So we're going to take this color, take the paint dropper, take it and copy it to this one. Darken it. Really, all I think I have to do is where these lines are, kind of do darker. So we're gonna first go through here with this light color and just see how much detail we can do. And increase the brush size here. Oh, hold on. This is getting up to the this is getting up too well. Yeah. The one song I never really understood why people liked it that much. It's Altars of Apostasy from the Ultra Kill playlist, but this one ain't bad either. It's 6-1's theme. Also, honestly, just all the little black lines I made here, even without the shading, looks kind of fine almost. Depending on how cartoony this cartoon style we're going for is. Also, the black lines underneath are really good at that. Is this, like, a lot for Paint.net? I always thought that Paint.net was intended for detailed art. Or is that more, people do that with Krita and whatnot, I think, with all the detailed brushes and whatnot. I always thought that it would never really mattered what art software you used, it just mattered on, like, how far you took it. Like, project to project, personal preference to personal preference. Oh, yep, that's how we're gonna do it. That's how we're gonna shade. So just every few of these lines, we're just gonna give it like a little bit of like this darker. Now we're on the song that everyone likes. Right here. I never personally understood why people like this one. I mean, it has a lot of like cool electric guitar. Oh my god, it's not going to play for another 20 seconds? Whatever, there we go. I think the song is good, but I feel like people over like it, I think. It's a The issue with this is I feel like I have to add more detail. The color I did was not colorful enough. I think that's good enough. And now this looks wrong because the gauzy blur blurs over its line that it should. We have to kind of do a little bit of, I call it housekeeping, or tending to like a garden, make sure that nothing is like pulling the board. This transformation is a multi-stage room capacity test. 4 to 10 seconds. Test goes on. Lineup will start. What am I missing down here? Okay, it's just a white suit. Just like a white suit coat. W YouTube message right there, Bob. Alright, you know what? This is fine. I would like to continue with the colors on this side before I do the suit coat, because if I do the suit coat, then, if I do the suit coat from here, it's not going to look like, I'm not going to get the same yellows, so... We're going to continue on with this side, and then we're going to go in to do the inside suit coat. 'Cause all this coloring on his shirt now makes me feel bad about how I kind of gypped his hat off. His hat doesn't look good at all in comparison to this. Two hours and 5 minutes, guys. Youch. I did not think I would take that long to draw this, but you know what? I think I had a similar mindset walking into when I did my drawing album arts video, and I spent 2 hours on Currents by Tame Impala, so I didn't expect this to be 2 hours long, but I think I'm only going to do this guy today. So, I didn't think it would take this long. That's my bad. If you guys want to see more like character specific or media specific drawing live streams after this one, shameless plug. Go to the Discord link in the description. I think I don't remember. And there's a whole litterage of areas you could put any suggestions and things like that. This shading should be Oh, we have ground, which I like this song. Actually, this is Death of God's Will, right? Yeah! I love this song. That means this is going to be the end of the Act 2. So maybe it would be a good time to end it. rid of the layer with the hand and erase the trim of the plants, as I said. And also with the skin of the hand too, it looks kind of crappy. Like, did not apply between the lines here either. That'd be up above the face, I think, right here. Yep, I'd do it on 2 layers. And then go down 2 layers. There we go. Alright. Hell yeah. Awesome. What? I think that's it. Ladies and gents, I think we've done it. I think even with the crispy color of the suit itself almost fits in contrast with the smoothness of his skin tone. And I think it has been 2 hours, 10 minutes, and 10 seconds. Date would be 8/13/26. We can do 6, just like that. Booyah, people! Booyah! I think we're calling it there. Oh yeah, that felt good to do that. That felt really good to draw. Wow. Alright, face cam's down here, I have to remember that. So, I had a great time of doing this. If you guys want any other characters drawn or things like that, I think I have it in the description, but if not, I'll do a temporary link at the moment. We will do, use copy button. This link expires in 30 days, but if anyone is not in the server who is in the call, group chat thingy, there's that there. Thank you so much for supporting my videos. I really like doing this a lot. And like, subscribe, share, comment, all that stuff and more. All that crap that YouTubers say at the end of every single video. You know the drill, yada yada, huda blah blah blah. And I'm going to end the stream there. Because I made a couple changes to my recording setup, I don't have my outro music. So, actually, I think I might be able to figure something out here. If my File Explorer loads, first of all, we're going to go into, I think I have it in the folder somewhere. Is it? No, that's the original outro. YouTube video assets. Yes. Alright, we have an outro version. I'm pretty sure I could drag it onto here. One song failed uploading. Okay, I can't even put it into my YouTube music page. You guys just don't get to hear the outro this time. That's fine by me, personally. So, I'm Block, and I'll see you guys all in the next stream I do. Hopefully sooner rather than later, and content will come soon as well. It's been a bit of a slow time, I know. And yeah. See ya. Have a great day. God bless. And I'll see you all in the next one. Bye-bye.